And if we do a little punch here. Super smooth transmission and shifts. Wow, she does go. She's got some good power, and it's on kilometers. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Peter's Autovlog. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. Today, we're going to do a brief review and test drive of this slightly pre-owned 2025 Ram Rebel 1500 Crew Cab. Now, guys, pretty excited to get behind the wheel of this Ram 1500. It's going to be my first time actually getting to drive and experience that 3-liter Hurricane engine. But before we go on, guys, big thank you to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time with this Ram 1500. Big thank you to my friend Tim, and I'm going to put all their information and a link to their website in the description below. And here we have this 2025 Ram 1500 Rebel Crew Cab. Now, as I mentioned before, this is a slightly pre-owned Ram Rebel with about 24,000 miles, but it still looks pretty much like a brand new truck. Obviously, guys, one of the best looking trucks, I think, in the market, especially this 2025 one. I wish for this 1500s, they got a slight facelift for 2025. But of course, the biggest news for 2025 when we got to the LA Auto Show last year was the loss of the V8. No more Hemi offered in this trucks. Of course, also the T-Rex, so of course, lost the V8, now became the RHO. Of course, a new model for 2025 for this Rams, the 1500 RHO, and of course, the only option that you had is this new 3-liter inline-6 twin-turbo engine, either in the high output version or the regular version, of course, known as a Hurricane. So really good. I mean, I think it's a pretty good engine as far as we heard. Of course, there's been some reliability issues, but overall, still a really good truck in terms of what this looks like. Of course, as I mentioned before, slight facelift for 2025. We got a slight redesign grille and headlights, of course, a bit of the rear, slight bit of improvements for the interior. Now, of course, this particular model of Ram, this 1500 Rebel, is of course the off-road tuned version of the Ram 1500, very similar to Ford's Tremor version, the F-150. So a really nice looking truck. As you can see, this one here is finished off in Delmonico Red Pearl, which is a fantastic color. It's kind of more of a darkish red, kind of like a Cabernet color. Looks really, really good. In this particular Ram model, we got the sport hood as well with the extractions, which no longer were not functional, but they do look good. Of course, we got LED headlights, LED fog lights. We got this front bumper done in metal, as you can see here, with the front tow hooks, as you can see there. Very nice, well done. We got radar and of course sensors here in the front. All this looks really good. We got the Ram here done all in black here, of course, kind of a matte, part of this kind of theme of this off-road version of this Ram 1500. So of course, here on the side, we got a nice 18-inch wheels, which we'll look at in just a few moments, with some off-road tires. Of course, as I mentioned before, crew cab, 5.5-foot bed, Rebel decal. Looks really good. As you can see that we got your fixed running board there from Mopar. Coming here to the back, of course, we got the 5.5-foot bed. We got your LED taillights. Of course, here the same black bumper here done in metal as well, which just looks good. And we got also sensors, receiver hitch ready to go. And we do have a little step here that we'll talk about in just a few moments. But an overall good truck. I really love this color. In person, looks really good, especially that this truck has basically a black accent in the bottom here, as if I mentioned that before. Looks really good, as you can see, especially with the fender flares, all that Rebel decal. This black looks really good. It's all done in basically gloss. Really kind of extends the look of this truck. I really like it. So what's special about this Ram 1500 Rebel? Of course, the Ram Rebel is known as the off-road tuned version of this Ram 1500. It's very similar, of course, the same as the Ford Tremor versions. Now, of course, in this Ram, we'll need on here a little bit. Of course, I'm going to check it out, guys. Here on the side, you can see we got the off-road tuned suspension, of course, a little higher, with the Bilstein shocks, which are tuned for off-road. As you can see, guys, the blue and the yellow, that's the distinct colors of the blue, or basically the Bilstein shocks. Of course, here you can see, guys, we got a 275mm width, 18-inch Goodyear Wrangler all-terrain tire. That's followed with this beautiful nice 18-inch wheel. This is semi-gloss black wheels are part of this Rebel package. Really good wheel tire and combo, as you can see there. We got about a 10 inches of ground clearance on this Rebels. Depending on the suspension you get, you might do about a little bit more than that with the air suspension. But as you can see, guys, we have this Mopar basically side step that's fixed. That's an option for about $700 that this truck has. We'll look at once we look at the original sticker. So you can see, guys, we got the two-tone, of course, as well in the pink, which looks really good along with the Ram. So I really like the way this truck looks. Now, part of this Rebel package, also, of course, you got skid plates here. We got a bit of a skid plate here in the front, as you can see there. If we kneel down here in the front, this is all metal, but We do have some metal here on the front bumper, and of course we do have skate plates for the transfer case and the transmission. Coming here in the back, guys, of course this does have also a rear locker, part of that Rebel package, of course, besides the decals. Also what I noticed for this truck, guys, the wheels seem to be tucked out a little bit more further than stock that I thought it would. So once I was looking a little more close, I see that this is probably got wheel spacers as well. So this is not the regular truck sense. I believe they do, the former owner did put wheel spacers on this truck, so that's why you see this kind of a bit of a wider stance on this truck. And while we're back here, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the cargo area bed of this truck here, of this Ram Rebel. Of course, before we go on, I want to show you guys the key here. We have the key with us here, which is just a regular Ram key. As you can see, they're open close. We got, of course, a double click to open up your rear tailgate here, and of course double click to remote start, and of course a panic button. Let's go ahead and give it a double click to open up your rear door on this bed, guys. You can see, guys, door opens up pretty quick there, like not like the Ford that opens up a little bit slower. But as you can see, guys, pretty nice bed. Of course, this is your 5.5 foot bed that comes in this trucks here. We do have a tonneau cover on this one here by the company of Real Trucks Tuxedo there. As you can see, guys, so this is a soft tonneau cover, as you can see there. Now, of course, as here in this payload capacity for this Ram 1500 Rebel is about 1,500 pounds. Usually the regular Rebels, or the regular 1500, excuse me, do about 1,850. This is because of the off-tune suspension. You get a little bit less weight here on the back, but the 1,500 bucks still a pretty decent amount of cargo capacity here in the back. Now, as you can see, guys, it's got the protection on the bed here, as you can see there, which is really nice. I don't know if this is factory or it's an aftermarket. Of course, this truck is pre-owned, as I mentioned. We do have a couple of LED lights here on each side, as you can see there. We also have the railing system as well. That's part of this truck here. We got plenty of hooks there to do that, and of course we do have a 400-watt connection there, a home connection there to plug in your stuff, whatever you need to power up. So pretty good size, guys. As you can see, it's pretty powerful. I like this one here that's already covered. You got a tonneau cover that's already in this truck, so it's pretty nice to have. So you can see, guys, of course we got no type of ladder or anything like that helps you get ingress into your bed. But here on the side we do have Ram that includes the step here. If you can see there, you kind of just push it back here. If I can grab it there, push it back, you're more easy to get here, guys. Go up and make easier egress into your bed. As you can see there, we got a nice tail. As you can see, they're very nice the way that is designed. So just kind of push this back, guys, here, just to get finished up with it. Put it back. It's a little bit tough there, but it goes back into its place. Let's go ahead and put this back of the bed of this put it up here. It's pretty light. As you can see there, we got a reverse facing camera. Of course, you can also put it down this way as well. Of course, you also got the multi-functional bed as well that opens up this way as an option on this Rams. Of course, we have your 7-pin receiver hitch ready to go, and I believe this truck is towing about 11,500 pounds. Might be slightly adjusted for this Ram Rebel, but I'm going to put all those numbers for you guys up on the screen there for you, so you can see what this thing will tow. As you can see, we got also dual exhaust on the truck. This are painted kind of like a dark chrome. Really nice the way that is, as you can see. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's powering this Ram 1500 Rebel here for 2025. Of course, this is the sport hood that this Rebel has. Of course, we got those air extractors here that are not functional, but as you can see, guys, they look pretty nice as well. Let's go ahead and lift this up, guys. We do have hydraulic assistance. Thank you very much, Ram, for putting those in this trucks. And here we have the 3-liter twin turbocharged inline 6 engine known as a Hurricane. That's what basically Ram called it. There's two versions of this engine. This is here is a regular version, and we have a hyper version. On this regular version, we're looking at 420 horsepower and 469 pound-feet of torque, and the hyper version has 540 horsepower, if I'm correct, and 520 pound-feet of torque. I'll put that information for you guys up on the screen. Both engines are basically putting the power through an 8-speed automatic transmission, and of course we got the 4-wheel drive system in this trucks. Of course, this is especially tuned off-road for this particular Rebel model. As you can see, guys, twin turbo engine. Of course, this is kind of similar to the BMW's inline 6s that I'm kind of used to as well, since I drive a 335 RS with an N54, which is a very similar setup. I haven't heard a ton of issues with this engine. I think they've had some, of course, more electrical engines in this trucks. That's what the issues that have had, but obviously it still need to be proven. In terms of fuel economy, looking about 17 city, 24 highway, if I'm correct. I'm going to put all those figures for you up on the screen. It's not really much more fuel efficient than the V8, the Hemi V8 with the mild hybrid that they had before. Of course, as I mentioned before, that's coming back for 2026 as well. And the T-Rex is also coming back with its supercharged 6.2 liter V8 as well, especially with more horsepower, higher versions of that engine. So we'll see what Ram has for us in the future for this Ram trucks. But there we go, guys. Here's the engine of this Ram Rebel for 2025. Let's go ahead and drop the hood, guys, and there we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at the interior of this Ram Rebel 1500. As you can see, this has got the red interior, or the red seats with the red accents. Really nice interior, guys. Of course, Ram is known as one of the best in terms of interior quality and design, above their competition, which is the F-150, and of course the Chevrolet GMC trucks. Of course, as you can see, guys, we got the red accent, a bit of like kind of red ionized interior decoration there. As you can see, they're very nice the way all this is. Plenty of storage space here on the sides. You got your speaker here, as you can see there, and of course we got that Rebel, or that Ram fixed step here right there. Usually you have the automatic step, but on this one they have a $700 option for the step here, which is by Mopar, so it's a really nice fixed step. Of course, coming here to the interior, we got the really nice seating here. As you can see, guys, we got the black seats, mix of black leather and cloth. We got the red accents as well. Very, very nice the way this interior is. Of course, the seats do come up as well, if I'm correct there. You can see got plenty of storage space here on the bottom. We do have a rubber floor mat, as you can see there. Of course, we do have a center armrest here and rest, and of course also cup holders here, extra cup holders with a bit of silver and red accent, as you can see there in that stitching. Really nice the way that is. We got an automatic window. We got some speakers here in the back as well, and the seats do come up. As you can see, you can put the headrest down to get a little more view out the back once you're driving. So really nice the way this is. It's really nice interior. There's no seat warmers here at all in the back. This is basically more like a base model. I'm sure you can option them off. You can see, guys, this red seats will look really nice. We have a pocket on each side as well. We got AC outlets and a little storage space right here. There's no USB ports in the back that I've searched, guys, but it is what it is with this model. Let's go ahead, guys, and jump in and take a look at the interior. I like that we have a nice grab handle here. In addition, this seems to be a little bit slightly more roomy than the F-150, if I remember correctly. As I mentioned, we got a couple of double pockets here in the back. We got a little bit of a nice little holder there for your clothes, and of course here in the center we also have some cup holders as well with a bit of a red accent there. We got the AC vents, and of course a little pocket there to put the things. As I mentioned before, there is no USB ports here in the back. I guess you have to step up to a higher package or something like that, but an overall very nice roomy interior, guys. If you guys here on the top, we got a nice black headliner. We got a light here. We got some more hooks, and of course we got, as I mentioned before, the speakers here for this Alpine speaker that this Ram is equipped with. Very nice interior, guys. Overall, I like it. The quality, you can just feel it. The leather. Ram is definitely known for the quality of the interiors and the space and just what's included with it. As you can see, everything here as well with all the red accents here on the dash. Let's go ahead, guys, and get to the front. And coming down here to the driver's side of this Ram 1500, as you can see, guys, we got the mirrors here, which are very nice. Both kind of your concave mirror here on the bottom, really nice the way that is. And of course they're heated, and of course also extend out for towing on some models. Here we have your black door handle, which is done in plastic, which is not too bad, but we also have some comfort access as well. Opening up the door, of course, we got the same theme as the rear, guys. You can see we got the red leather, the red ionized touches here. As you can see, the leather here is very nice, along with some kind of silver white stitching there. As you can see there, we got controls for your windows and mirrors. There we got plenty of space here for storage, as we can see. Of course, as I mentioned before, your fixed side step here on the side. We got your 10-way power seats, as you can see there, and of course we got the Rebel here put on the seat here, which is very nice. I like the cloth mix of that. Really nice what Ram did on this interior, guys. You can feel the quality of this interior. Coming to the steering wheel is done all in leather, which is perforated right here, as you can see, guys. You can tell, even though this truck is used with about 24,000 miles, there is really no usage on it. I mean, there's no wear and tear on it. Just really well taken care of truck. This is probably the way to buy it. We'll talk about price in just a few moments, but as you can see, guys, all this red ionized interior just looks really good. All these accents, and of course we got controls here for your lighting, the lighting dimming, and of course you got also adjustable pedals, of course that, and of course you got also your hood release right there. And as I mentioned before, we got the rubber floor mats there, as you can see. Let's go ahead, guys, and jump in. And here we are inside of this Rebel's interior, guys. Really nice interior. I'm not a red interior guy, but this kind of works for me. I really like it, though. The nice accents here, the red accents, really nice on around the dash. Of course, plenty of not enough, a lot of red here, just that decent amount of red on the door, so you can see there. Really nice interior. We got the Rebel stamped right here on your upper glove box there, as you can see there. We got your center console right there, also done with this silver and red stitching. Very nice interior, as you can see. Got a bit of aluminum finished kind of look here. You can see there the rest is all just done in black. We got your 12-inch screen here for entertainment and your 12-inch gate cluster as well. But before we go on, let's go ahead and get this girl started. I got my keys with me here, foot on the brake, and we're gonna go ahead and press our start button, which is located right here behind the steering wheel. Get her started. And this actually starts very nice, kind of like a similar, like a V6 inline 6 kind of start. Very nice and smooth start. So now that we got the engine started and everything's going, before we close the door, let's go ahead and see if we can hear a bit of this Hurricane inline 6. Very refined. Does sound like an inline 6 for sure, but it's got a very refined, very nice and smooth rev. I really like the engine the way it is. Let's go ahead and close the door. So now that we have the door closed, as you can see, guys, very nice interior now that everything's turned on all the screens. As I mentioned before, we got a 12-inch cluster here and another 12-inch screen here. As you can see there, you can also get a 14.5-inch screen as well, a little bigger screen in this Ram. This is not optional with it, but we got plenty of course, you got navigation, you got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all the kinds of connections as well. Of course, this is running the System 5 from Uconnect from Ram or Stellantis, so running the latest system. So you can see, guys, we got a 12-volt connection up here, a little more storage space as well. And I like that the Ram is done here in red with the accent, very nicely done. Up here, as you can see, guys, we got your hazards and we got your active lane, which is actually I'm gonna turn it off because we don't need that, because that's gonna kind of push us up in the lane when we're driving. We do have a 12-volt connection up here, guys. You can see there's a little more storage space, and I love that little Ram done in ionized red. It looks really good. Of course, we got the AC vents here, guys. Coming here, we got your 12-inch screen here. Of course, we got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all that kind of connection. I do like that we have all kind of basically this is a dual zone automatic AC, and as you can see, we got physical controls here all around the screen, which is the way it should be. I love that to have it not integrated into the screen like Ford is doing now with the new F-150s and Super Duties. Of course, we got a manual button here. We got a volume control here, and we do have a nice stereo system here. This is doing 9 speakers, the Alpine system with a subwoofer as well, so it does sound very good. Very nice bass and a really clean sounding system. We'll lower that in the bottom. Here on the right hand side, we got a tune volume, knob here as well. Hitting here on the right hand side, guys, of course, you see more of that nice ionized stitching here. We got the bottom of the button here for your upper glove box, and we got your lower glove box over here on the side. As you can see, guys, it's still pretty much a new truck. We got all kinds of new things here as well. Even though it's got, look at the mileage, guys. We got 24,255 miles on this truck, so it's still, I mean, obviously it's 25,000 miles into it, 24.5, but still, as you can see, there's no wear and tear at all. Somebody who owned this before was very clean and well taken care of this truck. Alright, guys, coming here on the center screen, as you can see, guys, we got all kinds of things. We got home, we got your maps here, we got all things you can do here, the adjustments you can do, Wi-Fi connections, all kinds of things that all these modern cars and trucks bring you. Of course, you can do the navigation here as well. You can extend that as well and do multiple screens here as you please. Then here, guys, we got the button here for your turn off your front sensors, all your rear sensors, and of course here we got your traction control button. Here we got controls here for basically your trailer assist and brakes right there. At the bottom here we got my phone charging up, my phone wireless charging right now. There are 4 USB ports here on the back, as you can see, guys. I'm going to take it off. 4 USB ports here, as you can see there, to connect all your things. We do have a home 110 watt connection here in the bottom. As you can see there, it's really nice to have. We have a little more storage feature on the bottom, which goes a little bit deeper. And of course, you can bring this extension up here for your cup holders. We got coin holders as well, which is very nice. You can actually put this back or forward. And of course, if you lift this up here, we got 2 ways of doing the center armrest here, or the center console. You can put a lot of stuff here. As you can see there, we can put this up. We got a little more storage here on the bottom, which is pretty cool. We also got another little more pocket here in the center to put your wallet or your phone, and there is one more USB port right there as well, which is awesome to have. So plenty of connections here. As you can see, we got the Ram logo right there. So as you can see, guys, plenty of nice features in this truck. Coming back here, guys, at the bottom, of course, we got the 8-speed automatic transmission there. We got controls here for your 4-wheel drive. We got 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, auto, high or low. Here at the bottom, we got your basically your start-stop button. Here we have basically your cruise control for off-road, and here we have your axle lock as well for that. Now coming here to the center screen for you, we have, of course, this leather steering wheel, which feels fantastic, really nice in your fingertip. The leather feels really nice and quality. All this is perforated here by the 3 and 9 position. As you can see there, we got controls for your adaptive cruise control, and of course your controls here for your center screen and your center cluster. So we can go to different screens here. As you can see, a couple of things you can kind of switch over to screens and all types of information. You can customize it and check all that. Now, in terms of drive modes, guys, you can see that this is averaging about 17.7 miles per gallon, which is on average of what basically the sticker says, obviously. So I'm going to put this back, and you can display a lot of things, but we're going to take it just back to our regular, actually one more click there, and they'll put us and give us our gauges here. Screen setup, okay, yes. A lot of information you can put there. As you can see there, all kinds of configuration of temperature gauges and all that. Cool. We got the tachometer here at the bottom, so that's pretty cool to have. Now there's also some different driver modes. As you can see, guys, if we go, we got off-road, we got sport, tow, snow, in auto, as you can see, guys. So we're actually going to go back and put it on sport because obviously we're going to be on the street. Unfortunately, I have no really nowhere to take this truck off-road to check out its suspension, its capabilities, but hopefully in the near future we have something that we can do. It's up here in the top. As I mentioned before, we get a black calendar, which is awesome. We do have a home link connection there to open up your garage. Up here, of course, we got controls for the rear window. As you can see that opens up there in the back, and if you're going to see it in the mirror, of course, that opens up your rear window. Of course, we got controls here for your lights, and of course, your SOS system here as well. You can also equip this truck with the camera rear view mirrors, which is really nice. So this is just to get the regular rear view mirror, but that's one of the options you can get. But as you can see, it's very nice interior overall. And in terms of quality, I can tell the quality of this interior is very nice. You get a bit of carbon fiber-ish look there. Just a very nice, compared to Ford that I've driven quite a bit. It's right up there. I mean, obviously Ford's got a little bit different design, but this is the more elegant, kind of more of an SUV-looking interior than, of course, GMC and Chevy also got really modern interiors as well. But I believe still that Ram does take the cake in terms of the interior, the way the layout and the quality. Definitely Ram has the recipe for that. All right, guys, before we go on, etc., let's talk about the price. Obviously, as I mentioned before, this is a pre-owned truck with just a little over 24,000 miles. Now, Bartow Ford is currently asking $50,900, if I'm correct. The original sticker I'm going to put for you guys up on the screen right now. The original sticker is about just over $70,000. So you're saving about $20,000 with about 24,000 miles. So it's not bad considering this truck is still in good shape. It's still under warranty. The powertrain warranty is about 5 years, 60,000 miles. I'll put that information for you guys up on the screen. So this is probably the way to go to get a truck like this that is still pretty much brand new. You guys don't wear and tear. You still got factory warranty on this. I believe the warranty on this goes 5 years or 60,000 miles on this Ram for the powertrain. 36 or 3 years for the regular, basically warranty. Just to got plenty of factory warranty, and you get a much lower price. I think this is basically the way to buy a new truck or a newer car truck off the market. All right, let's go ahead and go out for a test drive in this Ram 1500 Rebel. Of course, we're gonna put our reverse here and check out the reverse camera. As you can see, guys, we got the nice reverse camera there. It's not a 360-degree camera, but the graphics are very clear. We got some trajectory lens as well. We do have also some sensors there, as you can see there, and we'll sound in a few moments. Yep, there we go, as you can see there. So pretty nice to have, guys. We also got a bit of a hitch view as well. So not a lot of camera options on this one, but that's one of the options you can get as well. Let's go, guys, and go forward. As you can see, guys, we got navigation here as well. If we can do that, and just kind of actually we're gonna just expand this, and you can expand it to basically all the screen here. As you can see, guys, you can just kind of put a touchscreen. Really nice the way that is, guys. So it's really nice. A lot of features that this truck has, of course, depending on how you look at it. But of course, the media and all that sounds really nice. Got everything here at your fingertips. All right, let's go ahead and go forward. And we are on sport mode, if I'm correct. Let's go ahead, guys, and check out and see if we can make this. And we're not gonna make it. And the brakes are a little bit sensitive. Let's go back up a little bit more. I'm not crazy about this, but it does work well. Does this replace kind of the column shifter or the ones here at the bottom? Well, this is not too bad at all. The design of the transmission here, or the little dial here. All right, let's go ahead and go out for a test drive in this Ram 1500. So full compression, guys, this is the first time I'm heading out and driving this 3-liter Hurricane engine. So this is the first time I'm behind the wheel of this one. We're in sport mode, as I mentioned before. Unfortunately, nowhere to kind of test out this tires, but did mention that this truck does seem to have a little wider stance. I believe this does have spacers that the former owner installed. So those definitely look much wider. It looks really good as well. That's basically the same way I would do it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and head out in this Ram Rebel. Of course, we got a Raptor right there, as you can see there. All right. Now this thing feels really smooth, very refined so far. You can barely hear the engine. And the brakes feel good. A little bit touchy at the beginning, but that's the way these things are. And of course, we got the automatic locks there. Yeah, this thing feels nice for sure. The brakes do a little bit touchy, but they do have some good bites. So we're just waiting for some traffic here to finish off. But very nice interior, guys. As I mentioned before, the interior. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm not a reddish guy interior or a guy who likes the red interior. But this actually works. It's not too bad at all. I like the air dash, everything, all the red accents, even continue to the cluster. All right, guys, nobody's here. Let's go ahead and go. And let's go ahead and give it a little bit of a push here. Wow, super smooth. And we're in kilometers. I don't know why. I have to switch that up to. Don't know why I switched to kilometers. I might have switched them. I do apologize. I'll stop in a few moments and switch that out. But wow, so far this thing feels so smooth. It's got that refined inline 6. Obviously this engine is running a lot smoother than the V6, but she's got some good power. Yeah, definitely good power. The brakes the brakes do feel good. So we're on sport mode. I can tell it's kind of keeping up the gear a little higher than usual. Let me stop real quick, guys. I'm going to switch that back to miles per hour, and we'll get back to you in just a few moments. All right, guys, so back in action. I'm gonna get to see how I switched that. I couldn't find it, but at least you got some tachometer and speedometer here on your right hand side, and we'll go back on the main road. So the thing just feels really defined, really nice, smooth inline 6. Good power too. She does move very, very smooth. Very nice the way this feels. Very refined, quiet for sure. Now, one thing I've noticed, of course, I've just recently drove the F-150, or I haven't driven those. It seems that the Ford has a bigger screen here, the bigger space here. It feels a little more, I would say, a bit tighter in this cockpit, but there's plenty of room. Very comfortable, but seems that the windshield is not as big as the F-150. And the same thing with the Toyota Tundra. I figured out the Toyota Tundra seems got a smaller windscreen space, so you feel a little more kind of cramped inside, or kind of more in a cocoon. But this is not too bad at all, though. It does feel good, but the truck itself is very refined. Very, very nice the way this feels. She's got good power, very smooth inline 6. That's what this kind of engines are kind of known for. Very refined power, good torque. Obviously with the twin turbos, you got 469 pound-feet of torque. Good brakes as well. Is she turning nice? Yeah, she's got some good turning for a truck. And if we put a punch here, super smooth transmission and shifts. Wow, she does go. She's got some good power, and it's on kilometers. I don't know why this thing would touch the kilometers, but I do apologize. But yeah, she does move, guys. She does got some good power. Let's see if I can make that over here. No, I don't know why. It's kind of interesting the way I kind of switch, but it doesn't matter. We're moving. Yeah, this thing is definitely quieter. The steering is very nice. It's got a direct feel to it. Yeah, very interesting the way this Ram feels. A little more refined than the F-150, yes. Very smooth inline 6, absolutely. This thing is very, very nice. Good look, good truck. It runs really smooth. Very surprised at the smoothness of this truck. Very refined. I find the interior not as loud. It's definitely quieter than. I'm going to actually turn off the heat because it's quite cold in here. The temperature right now is actually very comfortable, 78 Fahrenheit. It's kind of cloudy today, as you can see, guys. Overcast, so I do apologize if it's a little bit cloudy or a little bit darker here in the cabin. Let's go ahead this way, guys, here. So, yeah, very, very nice truck, guys. It actually went up a little bit, but we hit a little bit, guys. Transmission's kind of really interesting the way it kind of behaves. Not as it's very smooth shifts, but it does seem to have a little bit of different shift pattern than the Ford. I believe the Ford does drive a little bit better in terms of the way it handles the power. To me, so they're burning something here. You can hear a little bit of the tires right now because obviously this is off-road. This is a little smoother ride, and you can definitely feel or hear the tires a little bit here in this road. But this truck has got no squeals, nothing. It's super quiet. It just feels so good. It doesn't even feel like, it feels more like an SUV, like a higher end SUV than a truck. Very impressed. Of course, there's its faults. Obviously, I know these things are not perfect, but I just hope, Ram keeps on giving us good trucks, especially with the V8s. T-Rex coming back, especially with more power nowadays. They might do a T-Rex Red Eye, is what I heard. So hopefully in the future, Ram will invite me to its events. Is there some car coming? Nope. I really like this truck. These are awesome trucks. I wish I had a sunroof, give you a little more light. That's just my opinion, personal opinion. But let me know what you guys think. For $50,000, I'm sure maybe we can squiggle a little more room out of them. But maybe for $48,000 out, maybe 50 out the door or something. This would be a great truck. Plenty of truck, plenty of power, plenty of tall tow capabilities. Really nice interior. This is definitely more in the upper scale range of an interior than more of a base truck, especially with all these red accents, the leather, everything, the way it feels, just center screens, navigation. You got the heated seat as well. We have no cool seats in this truck. I forgot to mention that before, but you got a nice stereo system. We got a nice speaker Alpine system, which sounds excellent. And we got a weight. But yeah, this is a very nice truck. Definitely, it's always impressed me. This car doesn't go. And yeah, this thing you guys just goes. Sorry about the kilometers, but wow, yeah, this is super smooth shifts, quick, and just definitely goes. We'll probably up to 70 miles an hour or so. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. 2025 Ram Rebel 1500. Of course, we haven't even tested it off-road. This truck is where its capabilities are at. Wow, brakes are good too. Really good braking. Even with the tires. And she does turning good though. She's got some good turning, even though it's, of course, a heavyweight truck. So this truck, it should be, it's about, as far as I heard, it's about 5.5 seconds to 60s. I don't doubt it at all. So pretty good performance for this truck, and especially for this off-road version. So all right, guys, in conclusion, really like the truck. Very impressed by the engine. Very smooth, just quiet, very refined ride. Definitely a little bit more refined than an F-150 that I've recently driven. Let me know what you guys think, and once again, thank you very much, Bartow Ford, for allowing me some time with this Ram, part of the used car inventory and competition. I kind of says it, but yeah, very impressed with this Ram. Really good power. I can only imagine the higher output version with another plus 100 horsepower. So if you made it this far, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you guys, please leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of this Ram Rebel. I think it's a great truck. No, nothing on the dashboard that lights up on it. So I guess it depends. Maybe I may hit or miss on reliability if you get a truck like this. But I love this truck. This is a super nice truck, refined, looking for the quality, plenty of power, a great daily, if I may say so. Thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.